Hello and welcome to Esoteric Ebb. Now, a wonderful thing has happened this year in gaming, and that's that Disco Elysium obviously was huge, and people who played it loved it, and people appreciated that it was trying something different, and it kind of breathed new life into that kind of genre of adventure games, kind of, you know, point and click adventure games. It feels like reductive to call them point and click adventure games, but that's, you know, I guess where their heart is. And after the success of that, I imagine lots of people were inspired to go and make games, maybe using some of the ideas from Disco Elysium, but at least inspired by it. And I think that's a good thing. I've never really understood these people who are like, oh, this game just copied this from this game. And it's like, obviously, like any creative person, any artist is always going to be looking for things to borrow, things to, like, make their work better from the things that they consume. Like, that's always been a thing in every media. It would be wild not to do that. And so, because of how long games take to make, we're just now seeing the games inspired by Disco Elysium coming out. So, you know, obviously Zero Praise for Dead Spies. There's that game, even though it's not made by a lot of the people who worked on Disco Elysium, it's made by some of them, and I played a demo, and to be honest, I thought it was great. I thought it was really, really good. And I'm looking forward to playing that. I think that, you know, it's meant to come out sometime this year. And then this is a game that I had no knowledge of at all. Until I saw it came out the other day. It came out yesterday, I think. And I think, was it PC Gamer? Someone like that put out a thing saying like, oh, I think this will be the best RPG of 2026. Like, already I'm calling it. This is that good. And people are saying it's, yeah, got kind of a spiritual successor vibe of Disco Elysium. So I'm excited for it. Looking forward to it. Oh, you can change the dialogue fonts. That's lovely. That's really nice. And anyway, let's like get started and see what it's like. Esoteric Ebb. Something nice, a bit different today. So this is like half between Disco Elysium and standard D&D, like, you know, Baldur's Gate or something. Which I think is the vibe this game is going for, that it's very much elements of Disco Elysium, but with Dungeons and Dragons kind of world. So I am by the way, you have to play as a cleric. You don't get to choose what class you play. You are playing as a cleric. So I've got some points to put in. I think I can choose to put stuff in or to increase it. Like, it looks like I've got these points to spend. So strength is measures my natural bodily prowess alongside a testosterone-fueled mindset. As a man, it's only proper for you to hone your figuring capabilities. But why? The search for meaning is as vital as the struggle towards competency. Luckily, you already know your cause. To protect the innocent, to lead the weak, to sacrifice till nothing but your bones hit the pavement. To literally die. So, I quite like this. Like, the game's like, hey, yeah, you want to be strong, do you? You zealot? You want to fight? There was dexterity. Dexterity is very much self-preservation. Fair enough. So it's about like avoiding stuff. Constitution. Oh, you can choose what you're proficient in as well. Constitution is your stamina, how much you can take before you go down. Your gut, basically. Your intelligence, how smart you are. Ego. This could be one of those games that's like, hey, you're an asshole. Like, whatever you do, it's just gonna be like, hey, you're kind of a dick, to be honest. Enlighten the ignorant masses. Well, I mean, I'm obviously gonna put that. You know everything about the past, therefore it's only rational you will know the future too. You can look at the uses and stuff. You can prepare more spells. You can vote for yourself. Be a genius without peers. See, wisdom, that's different. That's your belief in the heart of all folk, to give and share what you have. I'd like to be smart and wise. Be kind and see the good in all folk. Lets you make your spells stronger. And then there's charisma. Your eloquence and your confidence and your ability to navigate social situations. Smooth talking. I feel like I want to have charisma and wisdom. That would be nice to me. To be like, yeah, I'm like, I see the good in people and I talk. I know realistically I'd probably think more about you get a discount in stores. I don't really care about that too much. But I can say the right thing in conversations. I feel like having a high constitution is good. And maybe having some high intelligence and wisdom. And a little bit more of that. And then maybe a bit of dexterity. I'm going to focus a lot more on charisma. We'll see how it goes. So my background focus. Am I a punching bag? I'm a farmer's son who grew up in the city. Or I can be a troll killer that specifically killed a troll. Or I want to kill a troll? I don't know. Kiosk kid selling newspapers. Law enthusiast? No. Crowd pleaser. Doing anything to get real friends. A little weirdo. Just a little weirdo. Oh dear. An activist. Dwarf propaganda. Earthguard recruit. One friend. Acolyte. Deep devotion to the city. Tower apprentice. Yeah, I like that. That, like, oh yeah, I'm smart and I went to uni. Like, that kind of idea. I'll go with that. Let's go with this. How's it going, Shred? 5 days until the first ever election. I don't know anything about the story of this game. An explosion erupts at the heart of the city. No one wants to deal with it, so they send you. Good. Good! The weakest cleric in Norvik. Also an esoteric genius. Perfect man for the job. I wonder if it always says you're a genius. Complete your quest in any order. Don't be afraid to make interesting choices. Remember to make them all bow down before you. Campaign will take you from level 1 to 6. We'll play you for about 5 to 8 sessions. Oh. Only 6 strength. Avoid going solo into the The game's like properly setting up like it's a dungeon keeper talking to me, dungeon master talking to me, being like, what did you do to your character? Speak with the dead. Is that a spell I already have? Well, let's see how this goes. I think this could be a lot of fun. Am I meant to be clicking on this? Truth and nothing else, a voice declares. What's your name? Good. My intelligence is good enough to know my name. Ragnar. Hemlin. Factually correct. Yes. What is your occupation? What is this, an interrogation? My constitution failure. I'm like, yeah, I'm upper class. Class conflict? What the hell? What's my goal? Find out who blew up the tea shop. Do not lie to yourself. Oh, and I need. I'll move my camera because I think I'm gonna be in the way over here. There we go. Just so you can read all the text that comes up before as well. My goal is. Should probably lie, telling me collecting taxes. What's my political affiliation? If you care for your fellow, vote for the Asgalists. I should be in charge as a god king wizard lord. Life's a struggle to alleviate oppression. I agree with that. People need to push back against oppression. I agree. How did I die? Thanks, Bucalicious. I'm not dead. I'd like to think. I hope. Christopher Bodegaard. Morning, Mark. Oh, I like the art style already. Sick. Raw Fury do publish some cool stuff. My pocket watch. This is cool. I love the music. Sounds like explosions in the sky or something. Remember those like first couple of tracks they did for No Man's Sky? It was so good. So good. There's a load of apples. You know what? I only last year found out, and some of you are going to laugh at this, how stupid I am. I only last year found out that apples are all harvested at the same time of year. And they're just stored. So if you get an apple now, it's like 6 months old. Like, that blew my mind. Like, I thought, as an adult who has been a teacher and had a degree, I thought that I didn't have my degree in apples, but I thought when you bought apples like this time of year, we were just buying them from like another part of the world. Like, I thought they were just being imported from somewhere where it was a good time to harvest apples. I had no idea there's just warehouses full of apples just sitting there. Wild. Day 1, March 22nd. No, it's not, it's the 4th. I was like, is it just telling me the date now? Fresh start. My heart beats loud and screaming. My body aches. It's stiff as if I've slept for days. Look around me. The circular stone chamber. A storage for apples and corpses. Lovely. Piles of apples. There's this Tolstad. My hands die around for my pouch uniform. No spellbook, no mace. I've been robbed. My constitution failed, so I'm starting to cry. Oh, crazy. Same thing for potatoes and onions. Loads of warehouses full of them. I almost like understand that more, as in like I can imagine a potato sitting there, like vegetables. I can imagine just sitting in a warehouse for longer. But like apples, it's like you want them to be like fresh and juicy, and it's like they've been months old. That's crazy. A quest. Earth be blessed. Earth's my god. Oh, that's cool. So you just click on the words to find out stuff. Do I remember everything? Everything's off. My quest was given yesterday. Tea shop. Tea shop that blew up. Okay, just a job. I've done this before. The previous experience lies with some basic Earthguard militia service, as well as a few years at the Towers, the home base of the Order of Arcane Clerics of Norvik, also known as the OACN. I'm a cleric, a servant of God, deeply devoted and spiritually connected, typically a divine spellcaster given power through their deity. Divine is one of the three pillars of magic. It's represented by the sacred, the faith, the souls, and granted by gods who once walked among us. Rogue sorcery is not my main subject, but I have read about that too. A quest, I like those. How much time do I have? Until the election, so 5 days. Okay. Time only advances when you make new choices in dialogues. Oh, okay, so that's, yeah, I think, like, Zero Braids was like that time goes on. Was that? No! Was it Rue Valley? Rue Valley's like that, where time moves on. More or less. Okay, I've got 5 days to do it. There's also some bullshit politics involved here. You'll love it! Let's get going. I feel dizzy. I've lost some health. Where's my health? I don't... Oh, there. Oh, crap. I must consume an apple. I've got a helmet on. Everyone's like, don't take it off. Not yet. Oh, charisma. Can't wait until you do. Okay. I want to trifle with this apple. Garden apple. Nom nom nom. Gonna eat it. How do I eat it? Apple. Consume. Get health back. Nice. What's that? This isn't yours, is it? I'm gonna trifle with it. I'm trifling. A tattered cloak gives me a bit of extra dexterity but less charisma. Oh, it used to be mine. This thing's disgusting. Should I wear this? No. Dexterity's like, what do you mean you're not a rogue? Oh dear. Crazy beautiful. I'd read that they're stored in warehouses filled with some gas, like nitrogen or something, so they just don't rot. You didn't tell me what to do, Dexterity. That's what a good rogue is. Let's get crowns as a currency. The Norvikian crown. Currency of Norvik. Earth's passing. I thought Earth was my god. A meal is somewhere between 5 and 20. This is useful information, because you don't often get this in RPGs. Like, how much stuff actually costs. The day your god died. Crazy. I'm not going to put on a cloak. I'm not going to put on a stupid cloak. I do want some more apples, though. It's a corpse under a blanket. What spells do I have? I've got one spell. Cure wounds. Okay. Do I want the apple? I'm just stealing stuff from this. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I am going to eat this apple. Because I want my health back. I'm just rootling around. Incense? Sure. A divine shrine covered in apples. I kind of want the apples if I'm honest. Divine scripture where it does not belong. Trifling with it. Oh, cool. I've learned a new spell. Shield of Faith. Shimmering fields protects me from damage. Nice. And I can cure wounds. Very important piece of paper. Who's this guy? It looks like a... Okay, that's my bloody voting card. Top it says Rost Court voting card, but in Ascani Dwarven. Ascani one of the only bounds thing. Too many made up words. Coast also known. The further inland you go, closer you get to the infinite waste. It's theorized to be a ring or a half sphere due to the bend of the horizon. Infinite wastes. 5 days remaining. Yeah, I get it. Party of Norvik. Magistrates. They seem lame. Thanks for subscribing, Lord Mordesort. Yeah, Mark, it's crazy, isn't it? I'm glad it's not just me that's only just discovering this. Norvik, the last bastion of humanity, founded at the end of the Reconquest, which was a historical event, began with Earth's landing and said to be finished when Earth finished eradicating the trolls who roamed in the ruins of Tulinkatl. It's point of contention if it should be called a Reconquest or a Conquest, as no humans had ever lived there before. Humans, tall and beautiful like me, known as the pest of the coast. Free Striders. They've overthrown the old wizards and gods. So they're capitalists, basically. Esoteric is the magic of Yor and his strings. Yor's the name of our realm, also the name of the legendary wizard who created it. He died during the closing at the end of the Gate era. 3,000 years, first era named after many gates owned by Yor to connect his realm with all the others, ended about 2,000 years ago, if you trust modern scholars. Asgalist is the Workers' Party. Nice. Agarian is the Rural Party. Arcanist is the Party of Magic. Most have been subsumed. Arcanists, the Majocrats. Oh my god, there's so much to learn. Since I filled out every box like an idiot. It's time for a damn revolution. I've still got 2 health missing, so I'm just like eating all the apples really. A guy, he looks indecisive. Yo, what's up? Oh, he's a zombie. What's your name? He dead. This is a reanimated corpse. Probably a work zombie. It's been illegal to employ the undead since the Bone Purge of 11. Bone Purge. A citywide effort in 11p to stop necromancers from outcompeting mortal staffed factories. Weird. Right, man, I'm just going to check something. Do apples still have wax on them? I've never been scrubbing apples. Oh my god, a petroleum-based coating. So they have a natural wax, apples do, and then they have an extra petroleum-based one added. They're coated with a thin layer of food-grade wax. Oh, it's edible. That's okay then. Weird. Did not know that. I've never eaten an apple and thought, well, this is waxy. Should I defeat this zombie? You should probably speak with the owner first. The guy's not homing anyone. He's probably a more protective member of society than you. That's fair enough. There's no point talking to him then. A great mountain of apples. I can't get past this guy. Can I just go a different way? Yeah. You may not de-equip the helmet. It was saying something then. This game's beautiful, isn't it? Mushrooms. What's that do? Free health? I should probably save that. The red eye of Earth, and Jaw left his mark across the bands. Hello. Who's this guy? Viscon, the local mortician. So he probably thought I was dead. 8, 10. I get to find a bit more. He handles corpse in the basement. You remember hearing about this man. He used to be a dentist. Okay. That's cool that you can, like, do that. See you, Buke. Pale man sits hunched over a sofa. I don't know what, like, coal at SE is. Let's have a look. Busy at work. His pencil slowly filling out line. Flying. Serpentine Jake. A great perch. These are official documents of the city. Up and about. Are we? Wonderful. Lick house. Bow before this creature. My strength is so low. I need to buff up my strength. It's making me scared of everything. So I was in the sea, drowning. I quite literally live in this filthy uniform. No wonder they thought I was dead. You fell off the bridges to Tolstad. I'm gonna say I would never fall. Where can I find these fishermen? Perhaps water lane. Figure out what's weird about this guy. What, but do I need... I can't work out what's weird about him. I need 31 and I can only get, like, 23 if I did it perfectly, unless I rolled a natural 20. Like, that'd be insane. Thanks for the luck. There's a zombie in your basement. Sure, why is it there? We're connected to the city below. There's just tunnels. Okay. HWBT protection. Halfway Bridge tribe. One of the 3 goblin tribes. They have a goblin garden. Oh my god, there's so much lore in this. See, personally, I'm not the biggest, like, lore hound. I'm not super into lore. But I know that fancy bread and butter, isn't it? Ost, the chief of security. I don't believe you. The zombie's clearly working for you. I feel like that's a lie. Pest control guild. He's twisting the entire situation. He's smart. He just keeps going. So he's like saying, resist his incredible oratory power. So I only need 15 for this as a dice check, and I get a 1d20 plus 4, so I need to roll 11 or better on a d20. I should try it. Why not? 18! I'm great. Focus on the main point. Illegal zombie. Go! The bone purge, yes. He gave me some money. This feels like a bribe. Dagsbolter, Dwarven for day fine. He's dealt with this before. I can't work out what's weird about him. I don't want to be, like, unsure about my belongings, because then he'll try and steal stuff. I don't want to, like, lose stuff. Now, I've got that. That gives me an extra bit of intelligence. Incense. Oh, it can give me a... You eat incense. I didn't know anyone eats incense. Master say you behave. On water lane. Doing milk, delivering milk. I want to know a lot less. I don't know if this is my belongings. I'm gonna have to talk to him again. Certain rumor that the Goblin Chieftain's waiting for me. You need to pay respects. 7 tip. You memorize spells for casting them. You must memorize your prayers during prayer. There's one downstairs. Buy the apples. After the election, that's not useful. Charm person. Feel free to cast anything non-lethal on my servant. That's horrible. I can't work out what's freaky about him, but I can go and prepare some stuff at this. Who am I praying to? I don't even know. I want to pray. I want to put charm person. There we go. I'm preparing all 3 of my spells. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Apparently there are other spells. My prayer book's been ruined. Phoenix folio. They're designed to slide around. That's interesting. I can read it. God, there's so much lore. Got some extra experience. I don't want this book. There's some issues with stealing going on here. I'm gaining quite a lot of experience just by, like, reading all this. I mean, I'm not really reading a lot of it, but still. Oh my god, there's so much. Is this because I put too much in intelligence? My wisdom and my intelligence are like competing. 5. There we go. I don't know if I'm allowed to take the stuff from that. Like... Chess, should I just try it? What's a shard of yore? A bright rock. You might be able to use these to alter fate. You can spend in dialogues to unlock dice checks. That's really cool. Oh, hello. Selection week. I call myself the Cleric of Norvik. Yeah, hand grenades. It's like, it's very lore heavy at the beginning. Like, there's a lot of kind of exposition, but hopefully... Hopefully, it'll work out. So dwarves just chilling. I like this, that you can just look Constitution. There's no way I'm gonna work out much about him. Yeah, 4, that's rubbish. I don't know anything about him. Don't know anything about dwarves. What's the goal? So I've got a mission that I'm here to investigate a tea shop exploding. But I got drowned and I don't know how. I don't know why I got drowned or how I got drowned. That's what I'm here to sort of find out. And find out we shall. Maybe. Don't forget to like the stream if you're watching. Let's help out a bunch. Oi, Mr. City Man. Fell tire. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. I leaned a little further into being a cleric. Nice. Nothing illegal. Alphas of the Banenvers. Yeah, there's quite a lot more to it. There's some of the coolest stuff is in the west side of the map. Don't mention an open thing that'll annoy him unless I want that. Certainly not a religion. We're holding a rally for the cause. No one's gonna stop it. It's forenoon. Get lads together. When we arrive, that cursed woman's standing there. She starts complaining. We show her the papers. And the papers are no good, she says. They are. He knows. He knows she's right about his documents, but doesn't want to admit it. Guilds. It's surprisingly political. It does, like, it's weird. You're obviously playing Disco Elysium, Mark, after they released the Enhanced Edition, which has voice acting for everything. And it's like, it didn't used to have that. And I think it does add a lot to it, especially, like, Kuno. Kuno. Kuno's so good. But it's like, yeah, it is the sort of thing where it's like with this game, I think voice acting would add a lot to it, but obviously there's so much writing. So much writing. It must be super expensive to do something like that. Yeah, I bounced off it when I played it without voice acting. I really did. It sounds like, oh, it's stupid and shallow, but it's like, it's true. I don't like free striderism. It's free market capitalism, isn't it? I'm a bit not a fan of capitalism. I'm sorry to announce. Yeah, it makes characters way more interesting. Like listening to Kim trying to be patient with you when you're saying the craziest things. Kuno! Get him, Kuno! As brittle as a twig. In a fireplace. Just need to get rid of that orc. I like them. But I do think they're doing something wrong. I'm definitely a weird, like... I feel like I like games like this that make me think about my own politics, and it's like, yes, I disagree with capitalism and lots of the systems of society that we have right now, but I believe in the law, and I think being law-abiding is important for society, and so I therefore disagree with lots of the ways that people try to break the rules of society, and it's like, you know, I'm not a revolutionary. I don't believe in being, I have some faith in the political system that we can change things peacefully, but that is always being tested. That idea is always being tested, that can you change society peacefully? You know, it's like, I believe firmly, and this is like real life, not in the game. I believe that capital, people owning a lot of money, people owning a lot of property, people benefiting from the system, have essentially rigged the system in their favor. Not even necessarily intentionally, but it's just the way it works. It's just the way money works. So people who have lots of money find it much easier to gain more money and influence and power, and the people who have very little money have very little say, and so get ignored and oppressed and exploited. And because the system is essentially rigged against people who don't already have capital, that's why people will, you know, inherently vote for capitalist ideas, because they want to get more capital. You know, people vote for things that will get them more money. They want to pay less taxes. They want to get better deals on houses or whatever, but they want their property to accrue in value. You know, it's like the easiest thing to look at is how everyone who doesn't own a house wants house prices to come down, and everyone who does own a house wants house prices to go up. And that's like, that's the core problem of capitalism. And it's like, because the system is set up to push people towards supporting capitalism so they can have an easier life, how do you break that? How do you stop that? You need people to have empathy for other people. You need people to vote against their own self-interest, which is really hard to do. Really hard to do. Is this medieval Disco Elysium? It's definitely got a lot of similarities to Disco Elysium. Fantasy rather than medieval, but yeah. Like, you know, there's dwarves and trolls and zombies and stuff. Magic. Right, can I see the papers? Yeah, I mean, I get 1d20 plus 3. I should be able to get this. Yeah, I get to see the papers. Nice. It's like Disco Elysium mixed with Dungeons and Dragons, basically, Lucifer. I'm your best shot at getting out of this. Trust me with these documents. Let's see what's actually going on. Okay. So we've got a new quest here. Not about the river. The Circle Square conflict. That apparently is linked a little bit towards that. That's interesting. Right, let's have a look at these papers. It's quite like a kind of magazine paper. Ugh, hate magazine paper. A permission of public gathering accepted, it says at Bob letters, followed by a signature Tolstad magistrate Nicholas Darrow. Who's Darrow? He's one of the original Earthfolk houses, found to found Norfolk with Earth. Their bloodline can still be found in high positions. The actual text is an archaic and typically bureaucratic thing. Examine it in detail. Nice. Easily past that. I'm smart. I can do this. It's perfect. No error. Except the date. It says the rally's meant to be held on the 16th. Cool document. It's not. I don't like it because illegal document. General tomfoolery. Yeah, I hadn't heard of this game. I saw, I think, a tweet from PC Gamer saying that, they think this will be like the best RPG of the year already from from playing it. So I was like, oh, cool. It came out yesterday, I think. So far, I'm like, yeah, this is cool. This is different. Like, it does feel very different. It's got like, I think it's the sort of thing where if you like Disco Elysium, you could recommend this to someone as long as they're kind of up for doing the fantasy stuff as well. Like, even though my wife loves Disco Elysium, I probably wouldn't think she'd be super into this because she's not super into like Dungeons and Dragons type stuff. But I think a lot of what she liked about Disco Elysium was the setting and the music and stuff. About the rally, I checked the papers. Okay, what'd you find out? These papers are expired. You played this all day, you loved it. Oh, awesome, Ben Walsh. Yeah, I've only just started, but it seems really cool so far. Seems very cool. Very different. In a good way. I know, the date's a mistake. I personally had this signed by the magistrate 2 days ago, after the supposed expiry date. Oh, happens. Doesn't matter. I'm just here to observe. Fans cap. It's a dwarven word mean devilry. You can tell from the way he said it. About the rally. Okay. I don't want to annoy him. I agree with them. Can I convince the orc lady to leave them alone? Let's have a look at her. I don't know why I'm getting involved in this. This is like nothing to do with me. The stakes are super low. I don't care if they hold the protest or not. It doesn't matter to me. Strength. My strength sucks. So I am going to like very much. Oh, 16 actually is pretty good. I'll work out a lot about her. So she's a level 4 fighter. I wonder if I can like, it looks, when you see someone like this and it's like, oh, she's got a class, she's like, got a bit of style. It's like, is she going to be in my party? Am I going to have a party? I don't actually know with this. Her belief is weak, she does not use it. Her religion is power. Is she evil? No. Perhaps an arbitrary arm of an institution, but no mere puppet. Okay. Yo. Her tusks are gleaming. You spot the merchant's mark on a jacket sleeve. Second in command guild agent of Tolstad. Nice to meet you. Be nice to her, she's a free strider. See, but I don't like free striders. Free striders are... Oh. I'm Ragnar. I spoke with Alphos. Don't get involved with this unless you really want to pick a side in this Free Strider Ascalist thing. Both of these sides are useless. I do agree with the Ascalists, though. I do. It's a clerical error. It's definitely hiding something to figure out why she won't let it go. Oh, that's challenging. Can I charm her? It regards me as a friendly acquaintance, but afterwards they know they were charmed. That's quite bad. I don't want them to know that I was charmed. I'm going to try and work it out. Hey, natural 20, natural 20. That's pretty good. Why has she been given this? Stopping this rally will show the ineffectiveness of the Asgels. It will make them restless and annoyed, perhaps making them lash out of the tunnels, and that will cause bad press. You're going about this the wrong way. You know her nature now. De-escalate is simple. Dwarves are stubborn. You know this. Leave this place. The dwarves will not hold their rally. They're proud, but they're not stupid. Were you to go away and admit soft defeat, they'll not hold their rally. They'll leave as well. I lost 3 health from that. She listened to reason but didn't like it. I lost so much health then. I'm gonna eat this mushroom. I hope that mushroom's okay. Just ate it. Just ate it. Well, I sorted that out nice and easily. I'm not gonna cheer with them. I'm gonna be more stoic than that. Wise move, Alphas. Find us down the crossing. There we go! I solved the whole conflict and everybody kind of got what they wanted. And nobody got what they wanted. That's compromise for you. That's good. I've made friends with Asgalists. Cool. So what does it look like when I've solved a quest? There we go. Take root. What's that mean? What's that mean? A dozen dwarves and an orc walk into a tavern. The orc turns to the tavern keeper and says, "Hey, give me a large one." The tavern keeper says. So the dwarves go. The orcs hard at work improving this to say the dwarves are annoying and stupid. I hate my dexterity. Hate it. I like my wisdom more than my dexterity. After completing a quest branch, you can allow it to take root in your mind. When doing this, you must make a choice between available feats. With this feat, you restore a hit point every hour that passes. Don't know if that's that much of a big deal. Money talks, you get 50% more crowns. No. 100 experience. I feel like I've done something. Sick. Wait, where the hell am I even going? It's quite cool, you can just like right click to zoom out. Oh, they left a hammer. Hammer seems useful. I can use it as my mace. Can I just like equip it? Yeah, got a weapon. I mean, my constitution and my strength suck, so... What was that? What is that little thing? Can you see that on the left? What is that? It's like when you look at it, it disappears. Ah, Nikios kid. 15, not bad. He's a child worker, that's his class.
Huh?
Yeah, I want to buy something. Haggle 20%. How many crowns do I have? I don't know how many crowns I have. Oh, I've got 31. To tame a dame. Hex Weekly. News in Norfolk. 9. That's only 9 crowns. That's the cheapest thing. Free Strider aligned. Lowbrow journalism. Weird fire. Magic. It was blue. The goblin was arguing with a human by the temple. The owner of the tea shop left just before it exploded. Forenoon. Copper papers. I'm not gonna try and like make a kid, sway a kid. Went downstairs to Pillar Crossing. A passively racist comment. Thalassos, he's a merman. I'm good. Can I ask a favour? There's trouble down in Water Lane. Oh, weird. What's that about? Let's have a look at this newspaper. Gives me an extra charisma. Just carrying a book around. Why not? What's deep storage for? What is this? Is there a map somewhere? I've got to go to Ruffled Feathers. Southern tip of Tolstad. Okay. Let's go. Let's go see what's going on. Pencil wing. I'm not going to be able to see much, am I? One, I'm not going to be able to work out anything about him. You like the funny pictures? The devil's a kiss. Legal advice, good. You should be aware of the fact that this is literally a devil. Could be a fiend. What's this? Dexterity. Okay, I'll learn a little bit. It's a forest goblin, rogue, they get stuff done. Okay. There we go, I've picked it 3 times. I'm getting loads of experience just for saying that I'm a cleric over and over again. I look like a... I look terrible. Hey, James, how's it going? How are you today, James? Don't say anything stupid, don't climb trees, stay away from the edges, and enjoy the garden. But I look like trash. Yeah, Chris, it's good so far. I'm enjoying it. Let's go to the Goblin Garden. What are these little things? Tending to the garden. I mean, I've taken quite a lot of stuff. I feel like I've stolen quite a lot. Beware her illusion. This is the guy that I want. There's some illusion going on here, but I don't know what it is, and I don't have a way of breaking it as far as I know. I'm always tempted to put a shield up. But I've got high wisdom. Something's very wrong. She wields power you can only dream of, but her actions display her nature. Ah, so there's something creepy going on here. It's really funny about this drawing. You don't decide. Frightful presence. Do not become frightened. Oh my god. Ah, no, I'm frightened. I literally just ran away. I literally just got really scared of the Goblin Queen and ran away. And now I don't know where I am. Oh no. I just, for an hour, I ran away and hid in a barrel. Please do not run away again. He's surprisingly cool with me, like, she's surprisingly cool with me running away. This is weird. Why does Darrow say that? Sick burn. Lower Tolstad. Part of the core foundation of the Iron Fortress, therefore the property is legally an underground rental unit. Oh, but the city's trying to keep people out. How can know that? Okay, the writing in this game is like, it's very good. It's very good. It's like, I was just like, how can know that? And he's like, what? And I'm like, I said, how can you know that? He's like, no, you didn't. I'm like, yeah, I did. And she's like, fed up with him being pedantic. Certain Frank, son of Frank. A fancy yellow outfit. So dramatic. Love her. The halfway bridge tribe in the Alfgard city cleric should investigate it. Oh, so he's gonna come with me. But he is a good rogue, so it'll be fine. Let's go, cleric. Nice. There's a danger I'm missing here. Hey, DeLorean. Good, thank you. Always enjoy checking out a new game, finding something a bit different. Especially this one, because this is a game that I don't think many people knew about, so that's always a bit more interesting. The port. They only live for like 10 years. Bloody hell. I haven't decided. An apolitical tour de force. What have I got? Just nothing much. Okay, that's fine. Right, and I've completed that, so that's nice. I really want to level up, like... Let's go over to Central Tolstad. I don't really know where I am or where I'm going. It's just like a dwarfy place. Meh. Charisma. I've got 1d20 plus 4. I might be able to. Nope, not even close. Behold. That's Snell's house. Sure, let's go outside. I'm just wandering around at this point. I need to go find the bird guy, and I need to get into the tea house. So those are two things I definitely need to do. Right, let's get out of the garden. Let's head on out. And go back up. Is that the barrel that I hid in? Anything in the barrel? Some crowns. I feel like having some money is probably a good thing. Our lady's apartments. It's a rock. I need to get comprehend. Punch. I need to get the comprehend thing. Divine Shrine. I need to go back up to where the tea shop was, probably. If I remember where it is. Alright, have a good day, James. Got chiseling ice off the car. We're lucky, it's quite warm here today, actually. It's not too bad. Giant bird just flew over. Oh yeah, it was up here, wasn't it? The tea shop. Because that's where the explosion was. What's this? What's the already instructions? Oh, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Gnome something. It's teaching someone how to do a spell. Oh no, did he slip? Well, I learned how to do grease myself. I can make things slippery. That could be useful. Where's this tea shop that exploded? feel like I can't zoom out enough. Oh, is this it? This must be it. But I've got to like work out how to get down there. Something stuck. You see a rod. I don't think I could get that. Where even is the rod? I can't see it. I could die. Have I got anything in my inventory that would give me better dexterity? That would give me better dexterity, so maybe I should put that on. I could put my shield on, couldn't I? If I put my shield on. So then if I do get injured doing this, it won't, like, mess me up too much. Oh my god, that's quite bad failure. I landed on the blade of the roller mill. I am very much on the blade right now. On the next spin, jump. I've got to try and roll a 15, and I get -2 to whatever I roll. Oh my god. Well, I got 2. This could literally kill me. I got 2 again. Okay, I only need 12 now. Nope, still can't do it. I'm glad I put that shield on. Because I'm losing health much, like, less than I was. I only need 9 now. There we go, I can do it. Success! Oh my god. I'm glad I put that shield on, because that would have been rough. The rod! I did lose quite a lot of health doing that, but it's fine. It's a movable rod. It's a cool stick. I got a cool stick. I got a cool stick that sticks to things. Oh, I can do level advancement. Nice. I feel like I should do some extra strength stuff. Maybe constitution. Yeah, I feel like I need extra constitution. It's too much of a liability. Have I got anything that will heal me now? Yeah, I've got some more mushrooms. Eat those. There we go. Right as rain. That was crazy. Oh, I could have stopped it probably. I probably could have stopped the blades and then grabbed the rod. That would have made more sense, wouldn't it? God damn it. Are they empty? Some money. He did sending. Sending office. There's a locking spell. Well, I can't break it down. Like, there's literally no way. Knock would do the trick. I don't have knock. Pipes. I did see a pipe. I did see a pipe. Where did I see a pipe? Somewhere down here? There's a bicycle. Where was that pipe? There. Oh, maybe I can grease myself and go through the pipe. Crawl inside. Can I just... Oh, I didn't have grease. I'm gonna prepare grease. Gonna prepare grease. Then if I grease myself... Grease, yeah. This will go terrible. I'm greased up. I'm greased up. Wriggle my way through. I greased the pipe. Oh, crap. Didn't work. But I'm greased. I can't scale that. Oh my god, I'm never gonna do that. Right, so I've got to try and bloody climb this, even though I am now greased up. Oh, this is gonna suck. Hey, I got an 18! Actually can do it, that's shocking. Nice. I want to get back in the pipe. There we go. I'm a greaser boy. That's what you want. I'm gonna take off that cloak now. I don't need to always be greasy. Hey Flynn, how's it going? Did you ever play Disco Elysium, Flynn? Can never keep up with who's played it and who hasn't. Oi, oi. I just picked up a rat. I don't really know why. Uh-oh. Avoid the trap. It's not likely, is it? Success. Oh, I didn't think I was going to survive that. Where's this? Oh, we're back here. I got back to the... imported sand. Mosquito sand. Ugh. +1 strength and -1 wisdom. Not super useful. Yeah, you shouldn't be at a disadvantage. You definitely shouldn't be. I don't know about it. I'm a lot less excited about it than I maybe hoped. But on the other hand, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would either. Like, I really thought it was just going to be Endgame. And it's like, it's taking things from Endgame, but it's not just Endgame. So that's good. I feel like it would be this way to the T. Okay, well that door's locked, so I can't go through there. Oh good. That's not a good click. Bad click. Avoid a trap. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You wish the attachment system, yeah. Yeah, it's running alongside normal Warzone. I think that's why it's only quads. It's worth a try. Enter as a pair. Listen to the divine song and the door will open. Maybe you gotta walk on the thing? So, 1d20. If I need 15 out of 23, or I need 17 out of 24, that's better. Crap. Crap. Run. I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I made it! Oh, that hurt. God damn it, I just got heavily burned. That was crazy. That was crazy. Also, underneath the city moves around. That's a bit scary. Well, we had a little bonding moment because we got set on fire. That's nice. A tomato cheese sheet. Yeah, got a hit point back. Short rest. Nice. So I got all my health back. So it didn't matter that I nearly died. No, that's not what I was looking for. So much food. Someone's been stealing all the food. The tea shop quest. Oh no, it's here. I'm totally normal. Kraid the Rage of Azcan. Sea Hunt comes Kraid. Can I charm it? No. A Crocodilius. Extremely deadly. Good. My initiative is low. But higher than his. Nice. Now I can charm it. I'm gonna charm this guy. Hi, Eminence. Success. I charmed it. Friend's little snack. The goblin's delirious of adrenaline. Bulbaslop. I'd really like it if he... So, I've charmed him, I can chat to him, but I can't do anything else. Yeah, I saw Eminence. They posted a thing saying about, like, on the official Call of Duty account. I quite like that they posted a thing specifically being like, hey, leaks, either whether they're true or untrue, hurt the developers and hurt what we're trying to do. And then apparently they've sent like legal threats to Ghost of Hope, and Ghost of Hope has agreed to stop sending leaks. I wouldn't be too surprised if he just started up again in a different name, or started doing it in like private DMs and stuff, and you know, sending stuff to Tom Henderson or whatever. I wouldn't, like, I really wouldn't be surprised if he was just like, oh yeah, like got paid by Tom Henderson and fed him leaks that way. But fair enough. There was some absolute nonsense. I read the whole thing. Like, I read some of what Ghost of Hope had said about it and what he's been saying lately and stuff. And it's so, like, that guy, the Ghost of Hope guy's always been, you know, he's quite toxic. He's got his idea about what the game should be and, like, what, and, like, acts as if he's obviously right and everyone else who thinks differently to him is an idiot. And obviously him leaking this stuff is great because he holds them to account, and it's so irritating. I assume he's very young, the Ghost of Hope guy. Like, I assume he's like a teenager in his early 20s, and he's just got that kind of arrogance of, oh, I see things this way, so that's how everyone should be, which I guess I do too, but the way I do it is at least a bit less toxic, I'd like to think. But yeah, like, and there was some article that he reposted about saying, because of the leaks that he'd said about the game being, about the next game being similar to Modern Warfare 2, they've, like, now Infinity Ward have gone back and changed the game, and now it's going to be more like Modern Warfare 3. And he's like, you know, almost like, you're welcome, like, I did such a good thing. And that's, like, wild to me, because they, like Modern Warfare 3 was like a disaster, I thought, like, sales-wise and everything. It was like such a bad game. And now the people, and I know, like, some of the hardcore crowd really liked it and really enjoyed it and were like, oh yeah, this stuff's great. But it's, I thought it was widely seen as a disaster because normal people didn't really like it. And then suddenly, like, he's like trying to be like, oh, well, because of me, I got the game changed away from Modern Warfare 2 to be more like Modern Warfare 3. And that seems crazy to me. Wild. But anyway, Call of Duty put out things being like, yeah, getting rid of him. It'll be interesting to see whether this does extend to them cracking down a bit on... I doubt it, Eminence. They've said stuff like that before, but I'd be disappointed if they moved away from Modern Warfare 2 because Ghost of Hope and people that follow him said they didn't want it. That'd be super annoying. But yeah, it will be with stuff like how they invite Charlie Intel and Modern Warzone and like that to COD Next. It will be interesting. Like, do they still keep doing that? If they've decided to take a stance against leaks, surely one of the first steps would be to look at those people that have kind of built their following by posting Call of Duty leaks, so like Charlie Intel, DK Dynamite, Modern Warzone. Surely it would be to be like, yeah, we don't want to involve you anymore because you cover leaks. Like, that would be an obvious step. It's not like Call of Duty is going to sell less well if they don't invite Charlie Intel to stuff. Like, I can't imagine Charlie Intel gets Call of Duty any more sales. So yeah. It'll be interesting to see what happens this year with the marketing for COD, for sure. I can talk about this now. The NDA ended yesterday. So, I saw a funny thing. Just for people, I know you guys are anti-leaking, like me. So, you know Tom Henderson, he's the guy behind Insider Gaming. And he's one of these people who's like, yeah, leaking stuff is good, it's good for gamers and stuff. And I remember a couple of years ago him writing a really long thing about him attacking people because people have been saying, oh, all he's doing is breaking NDAs and embargoes, and like this is like kind of betraying the developers and stuff like that, who want to share information with the community but want to do it in like their way so they have ownership of it. And him breaking that kind of ruins that relationship. And I remember distinctly, because I've thought about it a lot since, that Tom Henderson wrote a long thing about how he never agrees to embargoes and he never agrees to NDAs because so he doesn't break them. He's like, no, if any developers want to talk to me, it always has to be like on the record. I'm never going to agree to that. I never break anything. And he made a big deal as if that was kind of his righteous thing. Well, the other day, I couldn't talk about this until today because of the NDAs, or until yesterday because of the NDAs. The other day, I was in a meeting that we all had to agree to an NDA and an embargo in order to be a part of. And guess who was in there? Guess who was in that meeting that you had to agree to the NDA to be in Tom Henderson. And I was a bit like, this is an interesting thing, isn't it? This is an interesting turn of events. So he made like this big, you know, thing about how he never bows down to companies. He never signs them. And then there he is in an NDA meeting. But anyway. Shockingly, the guy behind Insider Gaming, who also tried to start a sweets delivery service that failed, and he used the name of a company that my friend had set up and owned the copyright to, and I know he did because he had, or a trademark, because he had originally called it something else and then found out that there was another company called that, so he had to change it and sort it all out legally. Then Tom Henderson started a thing using the same name, which I thought was a bit much. But anyway, turns out that guy doesn't have very good principles, very strong principles. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting. That yes, the guy behind Insider Gaming does agree to NDAs and embargoes. I've got no idea why any company would invite him to anything, other than they probably just look at his following. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. I would just love it if the whole industry took a real hard line on leakers. Because, like, what Call of Duty was saying, I retweeted their tweet because I completely agree with what they were saying. Oh, no, but I mean, he did agree to the NDA. They were, I know the people who set up the meeting. He 100% agreed to the NDA. He just says he doesn't. He just says publicly that he doesn't agree to NDAs or embargoes and is lying, basically. But yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, I retweeted what Call of Duty is saying because I completely agree with what they were saying about how, like, the leaks and expectations, whether they're true or not, they ruin the expectations for gamers about games. So obviously it spoils surprises. Like, you know how, like, Call of Duty, we haven't had a fun reveal for Call of Duty since Pawn Takes Pawn in 2020, and, like, you know, for 6 years, because every single game that's come out has been heavily leaked beforehand, so we knew everything about it. So, like, none of the Call of Duty reveals are ever exciting because it's always like, oh, we already know everything about it before it even happens. And then you get some leaks and rumors and stuff where people are like, oh yeah, there's going to be a standalone Zombies game, or there's going to be Zombies Chronicles 2, or there's going to be DMZ 2 is going to come out. And they leak this stuff like years ahead of when it's like due to happen or whatever. And then, so because there's no official information, because obviously the studios aren't ready to talk about anything to do with it, because maybe they're not sure if it's actually going to happen, they're not sure what the scope's going to be, they're not sure, you know, how well it's going to work out or whatever, then the community gets all, like, riled up about it, and then they get disappointed when it doesn't happen. And, like, you know, how many years in a row have we had people saying, oh, Zombies Chronicles 2 is going to happen, or a standalone Zombies game is going to happen, and then the Zombies community get annoyed that there's actually very little for Zombies happening? Or how long have people been saying, oh yeah, this year, 2026, that's when DMZ 2 is going to come out? How disappointed are people going to be when it turns out that it's not actually DMZ 2? Maybe it's like some other mode that's a bit inspired by DMZ, and maybe just internally at some point they called it DMZ 2, or maybe they cancelled it at some point and then there's no DMZ 2 at all. It'd be better if we'd never known this internal stuff. So many things get changed about game development. So many things get, like, cancelled or changed or might get misunderstood. I remember when I was doing the data mining stuff, and I was looking, the whole reason I started doing that was because I was seeing some idiots posting stuff online about Call of Duty, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm going to look at what they're looking at. And it was obvious when I looked at it that they were just misunderstanding what they were looking at. They were, like, too stupid to understand the information they had. And it's like, I think that's 90% of all leaking, is just people misunderstanding stuff and presenting it in the wrong context because they're not the people who really know, they don't have the full picture. If they could shut down leakers, if they could like find a legal avenue to shut down leakers, if like Ghost of Hope is the first thing and then like Insider Gaming gets taken down and all stuff like that, I think it would be so good for the industry that like we wouldn't get told about games until the people who are making the games are ready to talk about it and are confident in what they're saying. I think that would just be a really, really good thing. There's so many times like leaks sort of misunderstand something and then set people up to expect something. Like, how much are people disappointed with stuff like the Game Awards or Summer Games Fest because Half-Life 3 isn't announced? You know, or like, because we haven't had this supposed Witcher 3 DLC that was meant to come out or something like that. And it's like, there's all of this hype for it and then it doesn't happen the way the leakers said it would and people are angry at the developers. And it's like, no, be angry at the leakers. It is the dream. It's so annoying as well because the people who are like into all of this stuff, into the leaks and everything like that, they don't realize how much it hurts other people. They don't realize that it hurts the developers, it hurts games fans, it hurts the game communities. I think a large part of the toxicity surrounding gaming right now it sort of stems from, partly from, you know, the whole Gamergate type people, the people who are like, oh, we shouldn't have like women or people of color in our games. Like those people have obviously had a massive effect on it because they have on all walks of life for the last few years, since like 2016. That's 10 years, Jesus. Like that's obviously been bad, the sort of right-wing grifters getting involved in gaming, but that's all parts of society. And then I think the other part is just the leakers. I think the leakers are a nightmare. Am I still enjoying Marathon? We can't play it at the moment, Mountain. It shut down on Monday. The server slam shut down on Monday and the game doesn't come out till tomorrow. So, I can't enjoy Marathon right now. Sadly. I want to play it. I'd love to be playing Marathon right now. But I'm going to make a video about it later, another one. But yeah, I can't, sadly. But anyway, enough about my problems with the gaming industry. Let's finish this fight, because I feel like I was hoping I was going to be able to charm him and get him to get lost. Not happening. He's going to be annoyed. You are the cleric. Do not be trouble and Kraid will not be trouble. Oh my god, I did charm him. Rest and cooking. Is this like a thing where I would have had to fight him, but now I don't? Let's behold him. I don't have a good constitution. Oh, 17 though. Actually pretty good. He's a mad flesh-eating beast of yore from the swamps of Hexy. Why isn't he eating us? We don't know. He's a level 11 barbarian. Or Chris, and this is a wild idea. Right, hear me out, Chris. Hear me out. All of those gaming websites could do some journalism. The people who work for those gaming websites and blogs could either say interesting things about games, you know, opinion pieces. People pay for those, they're good. If you have interesting things to say about games, that's a good thing. Or they could do some journalism. And, you know, go interview people on the record, the legit way. They don't need to rely on leaks and breaking NDAs and embargoes and stuff like that. They could actually have interesting conversations with people. Those two things, that's what it should be. Instead, people just steal information from developers and then post it to get clicks and attention for themselves. That's all they're doing. That's what all Charlie Intel does is post leaks, which steals the attention away from the developers, or they repost press releases. That's all they do. They got like the guy behind it, Keshav, got super angry at me because I said that Charlie and Tell weren't journalists and the people who write for them aren't journalists. Essentially, it's a fan blog. But it's like, when's the last time Charlie and Tell did any journalism? Or posted anything that wasn't a press release or a leak, or just reposting something from the community? They don't make anything valuable. Like, Charlie and Tell, as far as I'm aware, have never, ever made anything valuable. They just steal stuff from other people. Like, I'd like to think what I don't do journalism. I don't have the contacts for it. And I'm not willing to go around and try and get the contacts for it. I do opinion stuff. I try to say interesting things about video games and about the gaming industry. Increasingly, I want to focus more on saying interesting things about video games, because I think that's just, I don't know, better. But that's what the angle that I'd like to do. Charlie and Tell don't say interesting things about video games. They don't say interesting things about Call of Duty. They don't do interesting opinion pieces. I've actually, some of you will know, I've been a bit of a published writer lately. I got an article published on a website the other day, and I've got one more coming this week, hopefully. But yeah, I'm now a paid games writer. I've been paid for writing stuff about games, which is cool. And obviously I make these videos. But yeah, it's I think a lot of those websites and blogs that just do leaks and press releases, I don't think they have any positive impact on the gaming community at all. Oh, that's a secret, Mark. I don't tell you all the stuff I do. I have other channels. I write articles. I do stuff. I don't advertise it because I think I would rather, like, each thing stands on its own, you know? Like, I don't want people to support one thing just because they support something else, if that makes sense. I think there's a weird kind of... I don't know what the word is. There's a weird kind of thing where if someone goes and, like, subscribes to one of my other channels just because they like this channel, it actually might harm that other channel because it means it can't stand on its own, and people might subscribe to it to support me but then not actually be interested in the videos or anything. And like that, I think that's bad. And obviously the people that don't like me, I don't necessarily want them to be going around then getting involved in the other stuff. Like Mountain over here saying that I've been ranting a lot. I hate that word, ranting. It seems to have been co-opted by the same people who say, like, people are yapping, and it's like, oh, sorry, I'm talking about stuff I'm interested in. Ranting and yapping have such, like, negative connotations, and it's like, oh, sorry, like, my job's essentially to talk about video games, and when I do it, I'm ranting. Nonsense. Flapping my gums. Yeah, it's like, no, I'm actually saying stuff that I think's quite interesting. Thank you very much. I think there's sorts of people that are like, nah, marathon's crap, it's gonna fail. Oh, glad Highguard's shutting down. Those people are ranting. That's what ranting is. That's what yapping is. People just talking with no sense, no thought behind it. Idiots. You know what? Every day, without fail, in the morning, I wake up, sitting in bed, thinking about what I'm going to do today for work. And I'm like, today, I'm going to have a big change on all my channels, all my content. I'm going to start just being positive. I'm just going to talk about things I like. I'm not going to engage with people that annoy me. I'm just going to ignore them. If they persist, I'll just block them. I'm not going to talk back to the people that are annoying or that say things I disagree with. I'm just going to focus on positivity and being nice. Because I think about a lot of successful YouTube channels, you know, Jack Frags, Theme Park Worldwide, a lot of the most successful channels I look at, you never see them arguing with people in the comments. You never see them in a video or on a stream getting into an argument with someone because they disagree with what they say. And that's not because they don't have opinions, I assume. It's because They know they're above it. They know it's not worth arguing. So every day, I'm like, I'm not going to talk about other creators that I don't like. I'm not going to respond to comments that I don't like. I'm not going to, like, you know, go through my YouTube comments and then argue with people that say something that I think is wrong. And then every day I fail. Every single day I fail. One day left before marathon. Exactly, Flynn. I'm super excited for it. Did you see that cinematic they put out yesterday? It was sick. They said it was a music video, but it was very clearly just a short film. I feel like the music was like the least interesting part of it. But yeah, I'm going to do a video about that today. I think it was cool. Really cool. Anyway, I'm going to finish this. His restraint is not... He's a masterful chef. He's not... His restraint is not from etiquette or kindness. This is a monster. Spawned from generation of hunters, inflicted by red mist of the true spiral. Hags made him. He's birthed from evil. Okay. Craig greets human. What do you hunt down here? There was a wild land below, far deep and dark. You are not tasty and not even fun to hunt, but you look spicy. It's just because he's well dressed. Oh, nice. Kingdom Deliverance 2 was just added to Game Pass, wasn't it? That's pretty cool. Cyberpunk's getting added to Game Pass. I did just play through Cyberpunk, but on PC, I only own Cyberpunk on, like, Good Old Games or something like that. That's what they sent me the code for originally, because CD Projekt Red used to be involved with it. And so I haven't really played it on PC since I got my 5090. So when they add Cyberpunk to Xbox, to PC Game Pass, I think I'm going to reinstall it and just, like, have a look around with everything turned up. See what it looks like. Am I excited for the new Call of Duty update? No. No, I can't say I am. I thought the new Zombies map, from what little we've seen of it, looks really boring. Although, I am glad that that's coming out the day before I go away. So that means that I should be able to do the Easter egg hunt with Dalek and everyone, so that'll be fun. But I'm not super excited about it. And Black Ops Royale... Hey, thank you very much, Irons. Thank you very much for the tip. I appreciate you. I don't know, you do writing? Where do you write, Irons? If you don't mind saying. Yeah, what was I talking about before? Irons just sent me 20 quid and just blew my mind. Thank you so much for the 20. God, you know that Franz Ferdinand gig I went to last night? It was 40 quid for a ticket. I enjoyed the gig a lot, but I don't think it was worth 40 quid. That's too much money for a gig. Anyway, imagine if you all paid me 40 quid for every hour and a half or so that I perform for you. I'm not saying I'm as good as Franz Ferdinand, but also 40 quid, and you get to watch me from home. You don't have to go out and be around other people. Which sucks. Yeah, the Black Ops Royale stuff, I don't know. It hasn't inspired me with joy. Watching that trailer and stuff, it just looked like it's going to be a lot like Warzone. But we'll see. We'll see. If it's good, maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be fun. You love my Warzone videos and distracts. What's my distracts? I don't know what that means. My videos and distracts. Are my videos just distractions? That's really sad. I hope they're more meaningful than that, but we'll see. Urban Spool's too easy. Big mushy swamp rat, the gayest of little rodent. Big rat is great hunter. Little rat has much to learn, but they will. I found this rat. There are 5 of them when they come round. Find all rats. 5 rats. It's a quest. Who gave you this quest? I'm not sure. He's like, there's 5 rats, and I'm like, well, I'd better find all 5 of them. And that is exactly what I did. Oh yeah, the Easter eggs. Yeah. The Easter egg stuff's fun. There will be Easter egg stuff for Black Ops Royale. They've kind of already laid out what they are. There's the specific, like, operator missions, like, that they're doing that's meant to be a bit like the operator missions from Blackout. But I'm away when Black Ops Royale comes out. It comes out on Friday morning, and I don't get back till Saturday evening, so I imagine they'll all be found by then. Saturday's my wife's birthday, so I don't know if I'll be on. Depends on how tired she is. Maybe I'll hop on, maybe I won't. We'll see. I am taking her away for her birthday. I'm not, like, just, like, gonna ignore her on her birthday, just to say. It just happens that we're flying back on her birthday. I love this, where it's, like, saying, who gave you this quest? And it's like, I don't know who gave you this quest. Someone just mentioned that there's 5 of something, so I'm like, I need to go find them. Right. I only need 8. Oh my god, no! I'm telling him to eat me. Cleric is off limits. Fiscum will not allow. Oh. Fiscum holds power, shouldn't mess with. Slog dog! Sausage made from gamey meat scraps. Oh yeah, I'll have a slog dog. Slog dog! I'd love a slog dog. Right now, I could really eat a slog dog. Just looking at that, I'm like, yeah, I could eat that. Although I don't like the fact it's got bits of hair in it. I don't like meat to have hair on it. Any tips for finding places that will pay for articles? Your missus did a master's in magazine journalism and you're trying to push her into writing more. Not at all. It was literally... I happened to stumble into talking to someone because I was finding people to play Marathon with, Mark. I was trying to find other creators to play Marathon with, and I found someone who happened to also be an editor of a gaming website, and they were looking for people to write, and I was like, hey, could I get involved with anything to do with Marathon? And he was like, we need some people to write. And I was like, I can write. And then... I mean, like, what I'm getting paid for it is not worth the amount of time it takes to write an article, but it's more just... I've always wanted to do a bit of writing about games, so I'm doing it like that. Had a super fun time, but over the last week, combat system is different, and I like the whole leveling up system. Yeah, I've never got into Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. I never got very far into it at all. I just hated, like, the UI, I hated the controls. I found it a chore to play. But Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 was a lot more fun. Really good. Everything I do is a bloody side hustle, Mark. My teaching is a side hustle. My streaming's a side hustle. My videos are a side hustle. My, like, writing is now a side hustle. I wish I had a main hustle. Then I could, like, have money. That'd be nice. Mostly I just rely on James and now Irons to give me money. It seems. 4 halves make a whole. Yeah, something like that. They don't make a whole salary. Yeah, that's for damn sure. I don't want to upset him. Right, let's leave. Let's leave. Healing potion. Seems great. Cool. Yeah, well, I mean, this is the thing. I have foregone getting paid lots of money in order to instead... Oh, you know what? So to instead do stuff I like. And it's amazing that my wife helps me supply. I still do pay my half of the bills, which is great. I pay my half of the mortgage and all the energy bills and stuff like that. But all our holidays are paid for by my wife and stuff like that. It's amazing that she earns enough and is willing and works hard and is willing to support me doing stuff I like and sort of living a bit of a dream. It's amazing. Yeah, and that was... I mean, genuinely, my 2 big outgoings before I started doing this was video games and travel. And now it's like, I get all my games for free pretty much. And, yeah, travel is still an expense, but... Mostly my wife pays for it all, so that's great. I try to chip in when I can. I try. Why have I got another message? Oh, I think someone's at the door. Someone is not at the door. Right. But I'm excited for GTA. Yeah, I'm super excited for GTA. Really, really excited for it. Man, look at this. This is spreading out a lot. So you can kind of push towards other classes. It's interesting. So this, I stood back a little bit at this. I started writing a novel ages ago. I never got very far with it. And my idea for a story, which I've gone off now, but so I don't mind talking about it. My idea for the story was there being underground tunnel somewhere that, you know, archaeologist type person working on, or some construction stuff uncovers, and they find a statue of a man sitting, and he's wearing like fairly modern looking clothes. And my idea was that what he was wearing would look like a suit, and it would turn out over the course of the novel that it wasn't that he was wearing a suit, it's that he was like influencing society psychically, and the reason we wear suits is because of that. He'd kind of shaped human creativity over centuries, and we had ended up dressing ourselves like him. I thought that was a cool idea. And then, you know, it would turn out that he was actually like, you know, some horrible monster god cosmic horror type thing that wanted to just devour us. But the idea that he was toying with human creativity and lots of things that we do that are just weird behaviors, like wearing a tie. You know, wearing a tie is an odd thing to do, and we can't explain why we do it, but it was because he was like just making people think that that's what looked good, and he'd be like making us think that certain things taste good, and like making us think that certain like behaviors are a good thing to do. and it was just like him messing with us, basically. It'd be weird. A massive statue of a minotaur. Good. He's got laser eyes! Oh no. Two have stepped into the 5th chamber of trials. This will be your final most mounting challenge yet, O champions of the host. What the hell is going on? Oh no. Maybe he's buying hate campaigns for High Guard. I'm never going to understand that. I saw people like Two Angry Gamers on Twitter saying that, like, you know, oh well, it was between average and bad, the game, that's why it failed. And I don't understand this mindset that people have where they played it for a few minutes and then just decided to write it off. Like, I know Two Angry, well, I can tell you how much Two Angry Gamers played it. High Guard. You're all friends who've played. Yeah, he's played it for 1 hour and 3 minutes. 1 hour and 1 hour and a third. So 1 hour and 20 minutes. So he's played enough to have done a tutorial and maybe played 2 matches, which, you know, fair enough if he decided he didn't like it. But then to be like, oh, it's bad, it seems to be kind of writing off the people that did enjoy playing. You know, I've played it for like 20 hours and people, my friends, has played it for 40, 116, 50. And it's just like, where have we lost that awareness that you can play a game and be like, oh yeah, it's not for me, but other people are having a good time of it. I think to like just go out and say, oh, this is bad. It's such a strong opinion to have, to say this is a bad game. I think, like, I was thinking about it when I was watching the gig last night, that like some people, and I'm sure I've done in the past, will come out and say of a gig and act like they're a music critic and be like, oh, this was good, and their arrangement of this was good, and blah blah, instead of saying I enjoyed it or I didn't enjoy it, or I enjoyed this or I didn't enjoy this. And surely that's the right way to approach anything. Like, we've all been, because we're asked to leave reviews on stuff, you know, on TripAdvisor, on Google, on everything, and we're constantly asked for our opinion on stuff, or we feel like we should share our opinion on Twitter, on Instagram, and stuff like that. We've gone from, like, talking about what we like to what we think is good in the world. And that's kind of putting us on a pedestal. That's kind of us being arrogant and saying, oh yeah, we're in a position to judge everything in the world and whether it's good or bad. Which is nonsense. And I think it's like, it's difficult to break that thinking. Like, to come back and be like, oh, it's not whether these things are good or bad, it's whether I like them or not. And like, yeah, people can become critics. Like, we do have literary critics and film critics and game critics, but that should come with an expectation of expertise and experience and knowledge and maybe even training that, like, the vast majority of people don't have. And it's weird that we've done that. It's weird, isn't it? That it's weird that as a society, we've moved from saying we like something or we don't like something to saying this is good or this is bad. As if we're the authority on it. I think people need to be more humble. I need to do that. I need to focus more on, like, being humble. Like, I need to sort of talk about not a game being good or bad, but me really enjoying it or not enjoying it. Like, that's the way to do it. This is a sort of topic that I think is really interesting, and I'd love to make a video about it, but I know nobody else cares about it, so I shouldn't make a video because no one will watch it. But maybe I'll do one on that other YouTube channel I have. Maybe. We'll see. But do you not think, like, it's better to say what you like or what you don't like rather than saying something's good or bad? Right, I've got to answer 3 questions. I take the first step. First question. What is your name? What is your quest? Solved the mystery of the tea shop blew up, yep. What is your greatest fear? To be abandoned. He's gonna have harder questions, isn't he? What is the scholarly definition of numinism? Governmental rule of divine dictatorship. Attempt to show him what it means. Was this the right era? Oh no. Right, I've just got to roll 8. 14, easy. Oh, that's fine. Got an incense bowl. Recovers a first level spell slot every 3rd hour. It's pretty good. You lose a bit of charisma and constitution. And I got a jacinth. Gives you 1 strength and 1 less intelligence. Okay. So I just got a treasure from that. Bloody hell. You hope the other channel is like Veritasium for gaming. Yeah. I wish I had a production team. That'd be sick. You know what? I'm so easily like swayed by stuff. I was literally watching Franz Ferdinand last night on stage, and I was thinking like, oh, the lighting's cool and the smoke machine's cool, and I was like, I should get a smoke machine. Imagine if in this there was like some smoke, it was a little bit hazy, it made the light sort of like really sort of shine through, you could see the lights come through. I was like, that'd be so cool. And I was like, would that get me more viewers having a smoke machine? I'm not sure it would. Then I don't know what damage a smoke machine does to a house. Like, does it make it humid? I don't really know how it works. I don't really know, but maybe. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I've got 2 videos to make today, maybe 3, who knows. Maybe I will end up doing stuff for Stuff Tom Says, talking about how people shouldn't be critics and they should just talk about their own opinions. Maybe that'd be good. Anyway, a tip to fill the room with fog. Go on. You give me a tip. I want the tip. That sounded bad. You know what I mean. Weird. God, I've been streaming this for nearly 3 hours. That game's fun. I really enjoyed that. I want this tip before I go offline. I've got 3 videos to make today, I think. One of them's going to be really easy to make, so that won't take me long. I'll do the marathon one first. That'll be the easy one. Oh, people will tip and the fog machine will go off. Oh, yeah. I thought you had some camera, you know, photographer tip to do it. Well, I was thinking, like, what I was thinking is have the fog something that I can control, or yeah, people could tip, and then have the lights controlled by sound. If I could find a way to connect the lighting to the game sound, it would be like, bow, 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 when I'm shooting. That'd be cool. Oh yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Shut doors and windows. So I might suffocate, but yeah, that's a good idea. Anyway, I'm going to head off now. Thank you for everyone who's been watching that. I think it's been an interesting game. I might do a video about this for one of my other channels. But thank you very much, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow, I won't be streaming in the morning. I'm just going to stream when Marathon comes out, so I stream tomorrow afternoon. Goodbye!